All right, guys. Picked up a new quiver from Shields All Sports in Idaho, near Boise. 220 bucks. Might be a little overpriced for some, but I mean, Hoyt does have a reputation for making, high quality gear. So I picked it up for my new recurve I got, the Hoyt Satori recurve, because I did a quick search and this two-piece quiver actually works with the recurve. The recurves have a hexagonal socket for the bolts. It has two, one on the top and one on the bottom. I was going to get the detachable, but after watching MFJJ's review on why detachable quivers suck, I decided to veer away from that and stick with two-piece. I do think he has a pretty good point about how one piece sits up top, the other piece attached to the top piece, it's on the bottom, and then bolted in. It's real tight. There's not a lot of material in between that can cause torque issues. And the arrows are secured in two spots rather than one. Because it's so much further down, one on the top, one on the bottom of the riser, it spreads the length of the shaft security down, makes it a lot greater. I just think logically that just seems to add up. So let's go ahead and open this up and I'll fix it to the Hoyt Satori, shall we? Replaceable foam core, because having broadheads in there eventually is going to get pretty chewed up. So that's cool. Here's the bottom attachment. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, one on the side there. Assembly instructions. Gotta have those right. I just screw it in top part of the riser first. Lock her back in. You want to extend the quiver further outside the bow. You want it as tight to the bow as possible to move the weight of the overall mass of the bow and as tight and compact as possible, so that when you're shooting you're not naturally wanting to veer because of the heaviness of the quiver hanging out. Just tighten it with fingers first. We'll loosen this screw in here. And we'll slide this gripper on the bottom. Those arrows nice and secure. Okay. Want to match it. Good. Right about there. And go ahead and lock her down. Okay. What do you guys think? Not bad, doesn't add too much weight either. Hopefully we're in line. Might have to crank that out just a hair, but let's go get some arrows and put them in here, shall we? So that's what the inside looks like. Ooh, it's a nice stuck fit. And but they're super micro shafts. Holds pretty well. Even small diameter shafts like that. That is pretty freaking awesome. Look at how the shafts are like staggered. That's pretty cool. Not a bad quiver from Hoyt, guys. It's a very smooth material. It's got to be some kind of rubbery plastic or something. Obviously, you could hang it from a limb or something. You know, you could attach a point here and hoist your bow up a tree if you're in a tree stand. It's pretty legit. Gripper is amazing. I mean, this thing, I got 200 spine micro diameter shaft and a 300 spine micro diameter shaft. The 200 spine is, the outer diameter is 0.256, and so just over a 1/4 inch. And the 300 is 0.231, so a little bit under a 1/4 inch. And it fits both super snug, and they're both buried all the way into the rubber gripper, and they're not coming out. Let's go take it to the field, shoot a couple shots, and see how they hang in here during the shots, shall we? All right, guys, let's just shoot some arrows. I have 3 fletch with points. We'll just shoot those and see if these micro bear shafts will stay in the gripper or if they fall out. Test to see how strong this the gripper is for these arrows on this new Hoyt quiver here. Okay, yeah, we're definitely getting loose here. These recurve bows, man, they're pretty vicious on the shock. There we go. Guys, this gripper is incredible. You can grip any size diameter arrow with this, and man, it sticks. I mean, wow. I like that feel. Do some more. It's hard to be accurate with the recurve, I'll tell you what. It is definitely hard. Well, I held up well. I didn't have to tighten that down again. I thought maybe I keep having to tighten this with the shock, but it was all right. Try a couple more. It held up pretty well, guys. So Hoyt 2-piece quiver, gripper's amazing, fits even micro diameter arrows snugly. The top is great, you fit all sorts of broadhead sizes in there. 2-piece is very stable. The shafts don't want to pop out like they do on a 1-piece detachable with a short bracket system. I did have to adjust the tightness of this top bar bracket, but once I did that, I didn't have any issues with it coming loose. Check them out, guys. Hoyt.com. They are a little spendy, 220 bucks. But buy it nice or buy it twice, right? Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you on the next one.